Colby's a top-notch competitor. He strives to win, wants to win, works to win. He has the work ethic to win.
Hello, my name is Colby Welch. I drive the B-Gas Ford Ranchero known as the Moonbeam. I was the last year's world champion with it, as well as campaigning it for the last 4 years. I started racing with the Southeast Gassers Association in 2019. I was 16 years old and we just got the car put together.
Right there, Colby Welch, the 16-year-old, going to take on the 78-year-old Danny Bird.
And I raced two races that season.
Colby Welch, brother, you know, this is your second race on an absolute family affair. You're going into the third round. That's got to feel good.
Oh, man, it feels great. I've been driving well. It's working.
It looks good. Every time you run, you're doing a good job, car doing a good job. I'm going to plan to talk to you in the next round yet again.
Yes, sir.
I'm thrilled. I mean, I really didn't think I'd make it this far. Everything's worked out great. I got lucky.
And did pretty well and kind of just got hooked with it. And after that, we kind of tore the car apart that winter and really spent some time with it. Came back the next year. And I raced that full season. Got my first win. It was the last race of that year. It was a pretty big accomplishment just starting out, and not spending a whole lot of time with the car, but I did learn a lot with it.
Colby Welch, winner here for the first time, man. How does it feel?
Feels good. Feels great. So.
Come on, you got to give me more than that. Feels good, feels great, man. You drive all this way down here. You've raced a whole season. You have really improved your driving skills. And now you finally punch your ticket here at Holt, Florida at Emerald Coast Dragway. As we leave 2020, man, you got to be thinking about 2021 already, going after that point championship.
Yeah, I do. I mean, we got big plans and want to go faster like everybody else, but I'm just glad I was able to make it to this one and end the season like this. It's a good feeling.
Met Colby through Facebook. Originally reached out, just liking stuff on that I've done, stuff like that. And then he came. He told us he wanted to race a gasser. He was building his Ford Ranchero, and he came to Lyons, Indiana, and showed up there with it. And we talked with him quite a bit, myself and Gabe. It was a lot of fun because we were like, "Hey, this kid ain't gonna never do this." Kids. This is not a kid's thing being from the '60s, but he fell right in, and he just a natural driver. The main thing I liked about him, he had the want to do it and showed that he had the want to. And he would, he built the car, him and his dad, which to me is tremendous, because me and my old man always worked together for so many years, and it was a huge thing that he had his hands in it, and that was one thing I liked the best.
Growing up and even now, there's plenty of racers I've looked up to and have definitely inspired me. Within the group, there's several, and a lot of them too are just some good hometown racers. But I've really been inspired by Gabriel Burrell and Jimmy Huff. Before I even started racing, just following the group online, they were kind of my Ford heroes. And there's not that many people campaigning with a Ford engine and doing well, and they both definitely proven it. And then even so, when I started racing, they've become really good friends of mine, and it's really just been a good feeling, being able to work side by side with my heroes. But then beyond them, Gene Cromer was a big one when I was growing up, following him, following the build of his car. He's definitely one that I've been inspired by. As well as just my good friend Butch, who I got the Ranchero shell from. He was just a local hometown racer, but he's been a big inspiration for me throughout the whole build of the car, and even now racing. He's always got my back. He's always got the good words of wisdom I need to hear. And he's just a huge supporter. My parents have really been the driving factor the whole time. I mean, my my father has taught me everything I know about the sport. You know, he's kind of crafted me to who I am. But they're just a huge driving factor. You know, they support me in everything I do and couldn't be any more supportive. But my dad works with me side by side on the car, you know, anytime we're fooling with it. And then, you know, my mom, she's just as supportive as well. She'll be in there working, you know, even if she don't want to. And she's kind of the glue that holds our whole family together. She's great. I've definitely got a lot of goals, and I truly wouldn't think I would have got this far, but I would love to kind of make a career out of this racing. You know, it's something you always want to go up to the next fastest car and improve. And moving forward, I definitely like to have an A-Gas championship in my own car. And I'd like to just take it from there, see what I can do. I love working on race cars. Even now, I spend a lot of time working on several different super stock cars in the group. And it's just something I'd like to see where it'll take me, but I definitely want to be involved with racing.
One of I would say my top 3 passes I've ever had was racing Colby on one Friday night. Me and him lined them up, and here at Knoxville, we were both, and I was going to try to school him some, and I wasn't going to let him leave on me. I was determined that I wasn't going to just let him leave on me. And he was nervous, but I was nervous too, just because it was fun, and it was probably one of the funnest passes we had. I enjoyed it. Like I said, it's probably one of my top 3 passes I ever made. And I always tell that. Racing the kid, and I wasn't going to let him leave on me, and he didn't. We left together. Of course, he outran me, but we had fun, and it was a great pass. When we got to the end, came back around, he was just a smiling. We parked, and he got out just a shaking. So it was a huge deal, and I enjoyed it.
Let me hear you. Yeah. Colby.
you.